Hey everybody, welcome back to the Truth Where today we're going to go over my divisional round weekend predictions. So starting out, we have the Chiefs versus Bills. Some things to note. Derek Nottie for the Chiefs didn't practice. And these are new injuries, by the way. Derek Nottie for the Chiefs didn't practice. Taylor Rapp, Terrell Bernard, Christian Bradford, Baylor Spector, and Gabe Davis were all, I think, either questionable or didn't practice or something along those lines. Some key things to look into. Gabe Davis, I think it's a big one, a big impactful one. This isn't the most talented receiving core. It's a good receiving core, but it's not the most talented in the NFL. So I think that's really good to notice. Derek Knight not practicing, good piece for the Chiefs. But the key thing you got to think about right now is the Chiefs run game. How effective is it going to be? Are they going to run? How are they going to use play action and kind of get Mahomes able to kind of drag the defenders near more him? With that being said, I like the Chiefs in this matchup. The Chiefs have been really good against the Bills lately in the playoffs. So give me the Chiefs. That could change, but for right now, give me the Chiefs. Next game is the Texans versus Baltimore Ravens. Houston Texans, Jerry Hughes and Noah Brown are out. Noah Brown is a good rotational wide receiver for them. Jerry Hughes, I believe, off the edge. Baltimore, Marlon Humphrey, Tyler Wallace, and Demarion Williams are out. Mark Andrews is questionable. I feel like the key pieces right there is Marlon Humphreys and Mark Andrews both being questionable for this game. Man, if Andrews plays, it's hard to say that they're going to be able to stop that defense. It's in Baltimore too. Give me Baltimore. I believe Baltimore's an outdoor stadium. It's going to be cold. It's going to be tougher, especially to go against a team who's relatively played in the indoor stadium. At home, Baltimore's had that week of rest. I like Baltimore in this matchup. Tampa Bay versus the Lions. For Tampa Bay, Chase Edmonds and Shaquille Barrett did not practice. Those are two big pieces for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay loves Chase Edmonds in the run game and using him as in the pass game as a receiving back. And then Shaquille Barrett was a big piece on that defense to rush the passer. Chris Godwin was also limited, so something else to watch out for. For the Lions, Khalif Raymond, James Mitchell, and Jerry Hughes, both I think Jerry Jacobs, apologies, are both out, and Sam Laporta limited. Sam Laporta being limited, it's better than being questionable. Detroit's at home coming off of a playoff win. I think they're hot. I think Detroit is really hot. I don't know if I were to say Tampa Bay is hot yet, just because, yes, they came off a playoff win, but they came off of a 0-9 win and then a good win against the Eagles. My main thing is Tampa Bay really missed some key throws in that game. Even though they did have a great game, the Eagles played terribly. Are you going to be able to do that against the Lions? And I don't think so. Give me the Lions in this matchup. I think that Lions defense, I think the Lions pass rush is going to really hinder Baker, because if we've learned anything from the last couple games is, especially against the Saints, if you pressure Baker, it's not going to be an easy game for them. Like, they're going to struggle. They will be a team of struggles. Now, can they make deep throws and can they make comebacks? Yes. But if you pressure him and if you can sack him, it's going to be a rough day for the Tampa Bay. Moving on to the Packers versus 49ers, Jair Alexander, Isaiah McDuffie, A.J. Dillon are all questionable. And then Kingsley, sorry if I butchered this, N. Agbar is out. If you're the Packers, you really need all three of those players who are questionable. Jair is going to help in coverage against Brandon Ayuk. Sometimes against Travis Kelce with the formations they run, they like to run a one tight end and three receivers to the other side. The 49ers do. Isaiah McDuffie is also another key piece. And then A.J. Dillon in that run game has been so good for them. So that's some things to look out for. If you're the 49ers, Greg Odom Clennon Farrell, sorry if I said this wrong, and Danny Gray are out. Drake Greenlaw being questionable. Drake Greenlaw's a pretty good linebacker for them. Key to stopping this run game. If you're the 49ers, you need to stop the Packers run game. That is their centerpiece. If you disrupt their run game, the passing game will subside. The one thing we did see against last week against Dallas was the fact that their run game was so good, their offense played really good. And that's something to monitor, and that's something I want to monitor throughout this game is how well are they going to be able to run the ball, the Packers. And then defensively, it's a tough defense. The 49ers have had a tough defense for such a long time. Give me the 49ers in this matchup. I know this is a shorter video. I'm sorry about that. It's just the fact that not a lot of games, not a lot to talk about. But what I will say is I feel a lot more confident in these matchups. I feel a lot more confident in the NFC matchups and the AFC matchups. Um, Let me know if there are any matchups that you think are gonna really change my perspective, like on the teams I picked. Let me know if there are uh, different matchups that I didn't mention, I didn't talk about that are really gonna affect the game. Other than that, man, it's tough for a lot of these teams because a lot of these teams are playing uphill battles. An example, Texans, Baltimore. In my personal opinion, Bucks, Lions, and Packers, 49ers. I think the closest game that's going to be happening is that Chiefs and Bills game. I think those are going to be really. I think that's going to be a really good game to watch. But if you're a fan of either of these teams, the most important thing you can hope for is the run game. When you have a run game to rely on, I know this is so old school NFL, but it's so true. If you have a good run game to rely on, you'll probably win the game. And you look at all the teams I picked, all either have potential or do right now have a good run game. So, we'll see. But thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to y'all next time.